welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Karen and I want you to be a part of the Bestie gang. So in order to be a part of the Bestie gang, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because every time the Besties link up, we are lit, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this makeup look that I got going on, honey. So I am trying this little blue shimmer that I got going on. This blue is for a very special day, and so we're gonna get into it. So if you want to achieve this look, make sure you stay tuned and stay locked in, and I'll give you all the deets. Let's go ahead and get into it. So this look is actually inspired by my brother. So this weekend my brother is officially tying the knot. Yes, he is tying the knot. He is getting married this Saturday. And so I went with the blue because their colors are navy blue and white. So I was looking at my James Charles Morphe palette, and it has a lot of pretty blues in there. So I want to play around with a couple of those blues. I see this blue shimmer color. It's actually reminding me the color of my scarf. Just imagine my scarf with shimmer on it. So I think I want to add that to my lid. I don't know, like I have a look that I want to do, but we're just gonna see how it all play out. Y'all already know I'm gonna do the eyeshadow look because y'all already saw. But we ain't even gonna talk about that. Let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out real quick. I am not the type of girl that know every single brush. And I'm not the type of girl to know and use the brushes that goes where the brush is supposed to go, if that makes sense. But I am gonna try just for y'all, because I did get some feedback of like questions asked, what brushes are you using? So I did my research and figured out like what brushes I'm supposed to be using for what. I'm gonna try my hardest to use them, because normally like I'll pick up a brush and be like, it'll do what it need to do. But just for y'all, just for the Bestie gang, I am going to try to incorporate the brushes that I'm using. And again, if I'm using a brush the wrong way or in the wrong place on my face, just drop it down below, because I'm sure like using the correct brush will make my makeup look a lot better. So if I'm using it wrong, just drop it down below. And just help your girl out. But I am gonna try. So I do got a little cheat sheet. So I'm gonna be trying to utilize the brushes on my cheat sheet like as I'm going through my makeup look. But don't judge. We all here together, okay? Bestie gang for life. So, but besides that, let's go ahead and get into the look. Okay, so I'm gonna start priming my face with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm gonna only use 3 squirts, one on both cheeks, one on my forehead, and then I'm gonna make sure I rub that in all over. Okay, I know y'all seen that mountain of a pimple sitting on the side of my face, but what y'all did not see is the pain I was in as I was rubbing that primer on. So I decided to skip over that part of my face with priming it and pray that my makeup don't start slipping and sliding and tell me to take it to the house, because it ain't gonna be no primer sitting on my mountaintop. Alright, so what I'm about to do now is I'm about to use my spoolie brush and just clean my eyebrows up. My eyebrows are currently not done, so I'm making sure I'm going through with extra concealer to conceal all those stray hairs that I have on my eyebrows. For concealer, I'm going to be using my LA Pro Girl concealer in medium beige, and I'm going to make sure that I conceal both top and bottom of my brows. First of all, let me say, I am not the one to sit around and be played. So prove yourself to me. If I'm the girl that you claim, why don't you say the things
baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Say my name, say my name. Say my name. Call me baby. What a sudden change. Say my name. If ain't nothing changed, baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Baby, say my name. Acting kinda shady. Say my name. Say baby, I love you. Say my name, say my name. Sudden change. Say my name. If ain't nothing changed, baby, I love you. You ain't running, baby. Say my name. Acting kinda shady. Calling me baby. Say my name.
Okay, besties, so I did fix that little brow mishap that I had. But let me give you a little verbal behind the scenes on how that actually happened. So when I'm doing my makeup, most of the time I have my iPad sitting directly next to me and I'll be watching shows. So during the time when I had that little mishap, it was some real juicy stuff going on. And then what happened. But we fixed it. We back. So right now what I'm doing is just blending out that concealer on the top and bottom of my eyebrows. Now I know I did say I was going to tell you guys all of the brushes that I was going to be using during this video. But this particular brush right here, I have had literally almost over 6 years. I believe I got it my freshman year of college. And I got it from the beauty supply store. So I don't know the brand of this particular brush, but I do know it is an eyebrow brush to help you conceal around your eyebrows. Besties, now it's time to go ahead and fill in these brows with the JUVIA'S Place Brow Gel in deep brown. Now always remember, your brows are not meant to be twins, they are just meant to be sisters. So go ahead and fill those brows in, fill in all the gaps that you do have in your eyebrows to just give you that full look.
I thought we were really down. I thought we were down. Now you say you want me, girl. Ooh, make up your mind. I'm not gonna be in the long. You know you want my love, baby.
Alright, so now that I'm done applying the JUVIA'S Place Brow Gel, I'm now going over my brows with a clean spoolie just to even out all of the brow gel that I applied to my eyebrows. Okay, now I'm about to begin applying my foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using today is Makeup Forever HD Skin in the shade 4Y66. And the brush I will be using is called a Face Flat Brush. I got this brush set off Amazon. It's called BS Mall. I want to say it was roughly about 20 bucks. But the brush I am using out of that brush set is Face Flat Foundation Brush. I'm going to start by applying about 3 pumps to my hand and then begin pressing that foundation into my skin. Now the one thing about this foundation is once you put it on, before it oxidizes, it's going to look really, really orange. But once it do begin to oxidize, it's going to then become that perfect match for your skin. So don't get scared at first once you see how orange it is. Just trust the process, and by the time it oxidizes, you're going to see how flawless your skin looks. starting with my LA Pro Girl Concealer in medium beige, and I'm just going to apply that under both eyes. After applying my LA Pro Girl Concealer in medium beige, I'm now about to apply my NARS Concealer in caramel. Now, for the girlies who know, I love a light under eye, so I use a lot of concealer underneath my eye. Now on to the third concealer, my Born This Way Concealer in Maple. I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the corner of my eyes. Okay, giving y'all a little shimmy shimmy because I already know how this face is about to be snatched. But let's go ahead and start blending in. I have my sponge. It's damped already, but I'm also going to spray some Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray and begin to blend that in.
Baby, I want you in the back 'cause you need a little persuasion. Plus you need a little ventilation. Let's talk about you. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. She out on me. I think she want me. Nah, I can't leave her lonely. No, I can't believe it. She out on me. I think she want me. Nah, I can't leave her lonely.
Okay, that's my husband. Give me a little kiss on the head, telling me how much he loves me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this fourth and last concealer that I'm going to be using. I'm going to put a total of about 4 dabs on my cheek, and I'll be using the Tarte concealer in light medium. And then I'm going to spray my sponge once again with that Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray and blend that last concealer in. Okay, now that I'm done blending out that concealer underneath my eye to achieve that light under eye, which gives all the feels, I'm now about to start contouring my face. I am using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick in the shade Earth, and I'm going to go all around my face, my cheekbones, and my nose.
You don't have to call. It's okay, girl.
To go ahead and blend out everywhere that I apply my Anastasia contour stick. The brush that I'm using is a angled contour brush out of the BS Mall brush set that I got off Amazon.
It's okay, girl.
Okay, now that I'm done blending out my contour, I'm now going to go ahead with my Juvia's Place Bronze Palette and deep dark, and I am using the Ultimate Blending Brush out of Ellen Tracy brush set. My aunt actually got me this one year for Christmas, but with that deep dark bronze JUVIA'S palette, I'm just going to go over everywhere where I originally contoured at with my Anastasia contour stick. Now on to the main thing, the eyeshadow look. So I'm going to start by priming my eyelids with LA Pro Girl Concealer. I'm a medium beige, and then I'm going to set it with my LARA Mercier setting powder. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because once I apply, the overall eyeshadow is going to give it a nice finishing look. Beginning on my eyeshadow, I'm going to use my James Charles Morphe palette, and I'm going to start out in my crease in the color called Cola, which is a deep dark blue.
Give me the thing that ready for really get to life. Tell me all about the things that you want fantasize. I know you dig the way my step, the way my make the stride. Follow your feeling, baby girl, because they cannot be denied. Come tell me in the night, so make we get it amplified. But if you run the ship, me naga slip, me naga slide. In other words, the love I got to give it certified. I give it the toughest, longest time for life, girl.
Baby boy, you stay on my mind. Feel my fantasy.
Come on, girl, tell me how you feel.
I think about you all the time. See you in my dreams. Baby boy, not a day goes by without my fantasy.
Come on, girl, tell me what's the deal.
I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams. Baby boy, you stay on my mind. Fulfill my fantasy.
Come on, girl, tell me how you feel.
I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams.
Alright, so you want to make sure that you continue to pat that cola, which is that deep blue, into the crease of your eyelids. If you want it deeper, continue to add more of the eyeshadow. But if you don't, stop whenever you feel like it's necessary. But also make sure that you get the outside of your eyelid, like going towards the tip of your eyebrow. But again, keep just patting as much as you like. If you want it deeper, keep adding more. If you don't, stop whenever your little heart desires.
Baby boy, you stay on my mind. Fulfill my fantasy.
Come on, girl, tell me how you feel.
I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams. Baby boy, not a day goes by without my fantasy. I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams. Baby boy, you stay on my mind. Baby boy, you're so divine. Baby boy, won't you be mine? Baby boy, let's go see an angel. Baby boy, you stay on my mind.
Alright, now I'm about to start on the eyelids. So again, in the James Charles Morphe palette, I'm going to be using the shade called Hello, which is a light blue shimmer color. Remember earlier in the video when I told you that it reminded me of my scarf with glitter? That's what I'm about to apply to my eyelids. But I'm going to start out again. I'm going to add a little bit more of LA Pro Girl Concealer to my eyelids. And then I'm going to pat that shimmer blue, which is called Hello, on top of that concealer.
I guess high up in love, I don't know how to be.
And I'm going to be using the concealer brush out of the BS Mall brush set to blend that concealer in. Alright, so I'm now about to start applying that light blue shimmer color called Hello out of the James Charles Morphe palette. Now besties, you're going to be doing a lot of patting, so I need your pat technique on point. pat, like your weave is itching, because you want to get a very heavy light blue shimmer on the eyelid. So keep patting, and keep patting. But look at me real quick. A girl's starting to feel it. It's starting to come through like it's supposed to come through. The shimmer is shimmering.
You love me right down to my knees. And whenever you let me hit it, sweet like honey when it comes to me. Skin is caramel with the cocoa eyes. Even got a big sister by the name of Chocolate Top. Brown sugar, babe. I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Called Playground. It's like a turquoise blue, but I'm gonna use this color to blend the other two colors that I used, which was Cola, the dark blue, and Halo, the shimmer. So I'm gonna use Playground to blend those two together.
Yeah, dog child, yeah. Big girl, who do you think I am? Don't you know that he was my man? Well, I chose to let him go, so why do you act like I still care about him? Looking at me like I'm her, when I'm the one who said I didn't want it to work. Don't forget I had it first.
Stop blaming me.
He wasn't man enough for me.
If you don't know, now here's your chance.
I've already had your man.
You wonder just where he's been, yeah.
I'll be worried about him, yeah.
Alright, now we have completed the eyeshadow look. Let's go ahead and go into the finishing powder. So I will be using my Sephora Micro Smooth finishing powder in the shade Mocha. I will be using the Ultimate Powder Brush out of the Ella Tracy brush set, and I will apply this finishing powder all over the face.
Listen, girl, didn't he tell you the truth? Nothing, why don't you ask him? And maybe you could be more into him than word about me. And hopefully you won't find all of the reasons why his love didn't count and why we couldn't work it out.
Alright, now I'm about to set underneath my eyes with my Derma Blend Illuminating Banana Powder. I'm going to take my sponge, the flat edge side of it, and I'm going to begin pressing that setting powder in underneath my eyes. So now I'm about to begin applying my blush to my cheeks. I will be using the three colors orange, light pink, and dark pink. Now, a little disclaimer, I have had this palette and this brush that I'm using for over 6 years. So one, I don't know if they still sell this palette, and two, I do not know the brand of this brush. But I do know it's just a regular powder brush that I'll be using to apply my blush to my cheekbones. Alright, now I'm about to go in with my highlight. I'm going to be using the Warriors palette by JUVIA'S Place. And the color I will be using is called Idea. It's like a really deep gold. And I'll be applying that to my nose, underneath my brow, and my top lip. Alright, to apply my highlight, I will be using a regular eyeshadow brush that's coming out my brush set VS Mall. For the lippy, I am doing something very basic. So I'm just putting on some lip gloss, and I am using my Chanel lip gloss in Sweet Beige. Again, it's very basic because the eyeshadow is giving what it's supposed to give. It's giving a little deep blue sea, okay? So that's the reason why I'm doing a very basic lip, but it is still popping. Lip gloss will still be popping, but that's all I'll be using. Alright, besties, this is the final look. I just want to say thank you for staying tuned for the whole video. And I just want y'all to get into the deep blue sea, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you again soon.